This is actually big news to me, and I love it. They've chosen to redirect 200 million POG coin from the Theta Validator nodes to the founding POG holders on Solana. How you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, staking is going up. Love it. And the validators and enterprise validators that do absolutely nothing to deserve POG coin are not getting it. So bravo. I love it. It makes you wonder if it's related to some of the stuff that's been happening lately, which probably is, but what are you going to do? So, yeah.
This week episode is brought to you by None of Secret Supply of Sauce, the best sauce known to mankind and available on shelf anywhere. Even when the freezer is full of sauce, there is still no sauce for you. You want some of Nona's sauce? Too bad, only Nona decides who gets the sauce.
Hey Mags, have you heard about the POG Hub?
POG Hub? No, what's that?
POG Hub. It's the new POG embassy from our friends Kyler over at POG Digital.
They got a POG Hub?
They got a POG Hub, man. You can go there. All it takes is an email address. You sign up. It's as easy as that. And then from there, connect your Twitter account, and you got daily social quests that you can use to get some points.
What are these points you speak of?
Right now, these are just POG points. And right now, there is the ability to open up some POG loot packs. And if you're feeling like a gamble, you can go ahead and rip them open. Some have points in them, some have Discord roles. Maybe in the future, there'll be more.
Oh, you'd think POG being a proud sponsor of the Pinecast, I'd know about this.
You would think so. I did happen to notice that the Poppin' Mags intern was on it.
The intern was on it?
That's correct.
And I knew nothing about it.
Doesn't surprise me. Hop on over to hub.pogdigital.com and check it out today.
Poppin's poppin' and lockin', Magnum scrutinizing. Poppin' Mags Podcast.
Hey, everyone, and welcome back to Season 3, Episode 25 of the Zilly Award-winning and Zilly-nominated, once again, Poppin' Mags Pinecast. Mags?
From Zilly, a nominated co-host, Sheriff Popper.
That's
hey, how's it going?
Absolutely horrible over here. How about you?
Did we get Monday today?
Yeah. Dude, I got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'll tell you what. Been a tough weekend. Actually, I actually had some more of a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I got.
This might be our maybe second or maybe third, definitely second Monday recording.
I think the other one though was just like a brief introduction because we had already done an interview.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, we're going full episode.
We got the
Monday
freshest
afternoon.
news.
Yeah,
it's so fresh.
It's so fresh. As of 3:38 p.m. Eastern time, no longer Eastern Daylight Time.
Oh,
we have not been Mondayed, so I'm assuming if there's Monday news coming, it's about to hit the presses because now we're recording.
So that's due to what the Americans call daylight savings time.
Yeah, the old daylight savings time. I think this is us coming off of daylight savings time. Fact check me on if I'm wrong there. But yeah, spring forward, fall back. So fall back, you get an extra hour sleep. How you doing? Sounds great if you're an old person with no kids.
So we had some questions arose on Saturday night. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
I think Andrea was she was waiting for an episode of Lioness to drop, and apparently it drops 3 Eastern, but you know, what is it? Once it hits 2 a.m. Eastern, it goes back to 1 o'clock a.m.
I believe that's accurate. Yes.
So 3 a.m. Eastern. So we're only like 2 hours then ahead of them because they didn't get their extra hour. Right?
At the time.
Is that a 4-hour difference?
I think they get
2?
their extra. Wow. This is calculus level math here.
Right? Do you see the questions on this?
On the daylight savings?
Yeah. Well, so like that's like okay. If it's 3 a.m. Eastern, what time is it Pacific, West Coast?
So I'm assuming that they, meaning Pacific time, also fall back at the same hour. Like two goes back to one, or does it? Or is theirs a different?
I think it's just any time they hit 2, it goes back to 1.
Hmm.
So I still think they have to wait, right?
So yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong on that.
So there's
but-
briefly a 4-hour. Oh no, there's briefly a 2-hour
2-hour
delta. Yeah.
Right. So what time should it drop? I guess. Do they have to wait for this 2-hour
Why is something dropping at 3 a.m. East, like 3 a.m.
on a
What's that about?
Sunday morning? Yeah, I don't know. And then so then I was thinking, when I was in college, I worked overnights.
Oh, did you get the extra hour for that?
I'm confused. If I did, they had to put it in, and if I was over 40, did they pay me extra because of that? I probably wasn't over 40 if I was in college, but I wasn't.
I don't think you've ever worked over 40.
Yeah. So, and then but then on the reverse, if you were working hourly overnight, and then the clocks, so all of a sudden you're scheduled to work the same time that you always do. Now, do you lose an hour of pay? And is that fair? You didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Yeah. All I know is when I was active duty working overnights, I know that sucked because that's a 13-hour shift you're not making anything extra for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, well, the other team, there was 4 teams. The other team would get basically a longer weekend. Technically, that's bullshit, but I'm assuming logically you stand with why the fuck are we doing this as a society?
Yeah, I don't quite understand the reasoning behind it. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I get you wrong all the time.
Well, yeah, but don't on this one.
All right.
So, I mean, we just came off of baseball season, right? Our baseball season ended last week. There was no way this week that we'd be able to have practice because now it's dark at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right. Like we were having our practices from 5 to 6 and it was getting dark right at the end of practice, beginning of September, we got the kids hanging out till 6:45, 7 o'clock. But now forget it. Like it's dark. So I don't know which way I like it better, to be honest. Cause I mean, honestly, right now it's easier to get up in the morning because now it's light in the morning. Last week it was dark.
Yeah, I like dark.
You like getting up in the dark?
Yeah.
That's hard for me. Like it could be.
I don't like the light.
I'm talking about waking up.
Yeah, I know.
Like when you have to wake up, like it's just easier for me to wake up if it's.
I guess I don't
out.
have to wake up right now. I just choose.
What a guy!
I guess. Yeah, but I mean, it wouldn't matter regardless. What side you like better because it would all be everything would be trending like the same, and you would just adjust that way, right?
Right.
Versus,
but it would mess up fall baseball if it was to stay like this all year round. You wouldn't be able to have.
No, then just make the stuff earlier.
How are you going to do that, dude? People work. It's hard enough to get there at 5 o'clock.
Work earlier.
Work earlier, he says. You hear that? Work earlier.
I'm just saying. God. I thought you'd have some more thoughts, but so I take it you like this then. You're the one guy in America that likes this.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's neither here nor. I used to love fallback weekend because you as a 20, 30-year-old without children, you get an extra hour. But once you got kids, forget it. Like you're
gonna waste that hour anyway. It doesn't fucking matter.
But it's just you get an extra hour. Your weekend's an hour longer.
But then it gets taken away.
It does.
And then your car stuff, everything you got to reset back.
Oh yeah, that's a pain in the neck.
Why think about how much that costs. Like back when people used to have battery powered clocks or fucking whatever, right? Like, but I
I
gotta.
still do.
So if you had a big place with like a school, right, with clocks in every room,
Yeah.
are you going to have to send maintenance to?
Yep.
Well, maybe they could have been fixing the slide in the playground instead, but no, now they got to spend all this time fixing the clocks.
Yeah.
Just seems like
you're
seems like a
assuming that
waste.
you're assuming that they sprung forward when they were supposed to.
It's antiquated. I think that's what they say. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like baseball. Like baseball has
Really?
weird rules. Just because you mentioned it, but like football, American football, it seems kind of straightforward. Baseball has like, oh, but if this happens, then this. But it's not. There's always like these weird rules.
No, baseball is way more straightforward than football. Football, a lot of weird things happen for sure, and it's all judgmental. There's really no more judgment call.
Ground rule doubles.
That's not a judgment call.
Infield fly for a playoff
your
game.
favorite call.
Infield fly called on the warning track in a playoff game.
On the warning track.
Basically, right on the warning track. The Braves got Jimmy Jam job that game. Years ago.
Buddy, look that one up and tell me if it was anywhere near the warning track.
And the Braves fans, probably some of the better fans in baseball, they let the ump know how they felt, and they threw all their bottles on the field. They had to take a timeout, which doesn't happen in baseball much, right?
Not anymore. Yeah.
To clean up all that stuff, because you just basically, called an infield fly. It's insane. If anyone knows the rules of baseball, this is insane. I don't think there's anything comparable in football to this.
But it makes total sense.
No.
Yes, it does.
And the infield fly should be when the ball is in the infield.
Yeah, it was in the infield.
It was, dude. It was
it's either
in the track.
No way. It's either in the infield or a easy to make play for an infielder. They can go into the outfield to catch an infield fly, but it's got to be a common play.
That's not a common play if the warning track's like right there.
He didn't go to the warning track.
It was right there. It was just it was like in walking distance.
This will be posted underneath here, and I would love to hear the people's opinion on this.
Yeah. All right. Well,
but I'm glad that's all the baseball we're talking. So on to the next.
That's all you want to mention?
Well, you dropped the ball on.
I dropped the ball. The Yankees dropped the ball.
That's why I said it.
Eee.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
But that's why it comes down to fundamentals, and
and we didn't have any.
And the Yankees don't have any, but that's been the core of who they have been for 100 years. So,
Well, if that's the core of what they've been, then keep doing it, because they are the winningest franchise in any major league.
Not this century.
In the last 100 years?
I'm not living in the past like you. I'm living.
You just said in the last 100 years. Who's living in the past?
No, I'm saying that's how they've exactly. You don't operate like you would, back in the 1900s, right?
It's a winning formula. You keep on using it.
Well, it failed them miserably.
It did.
Yeah,
it did. But
anyway,
hey, what are you gonna do? But you brought up Andrea, so we actually got called out by two of the women listeners
that we called out,
and we weren't sure listened. So
yeah. So do they listen?
They did. Well, they at least listened to this one. I don't know if they were queued off. I know that my wife was not, and came to me, I believe Wednesday morning. She's like, I'm listening to this, and there was, I sent you over the text. So I got called out by it.
I noticed she didn't make any clarification about, yes, I'm still Team Mags. Or
I don't think she felt like she needed to.
Oh, okay.
I think it further cemented the fact that she was.
Okay. Well, if that's your take, then I'll take that. Do you think the other one was tipped off?
I do.
Okay.
By you, but that's
no. I didn't.
No?
Me?
Oh, Andrew 1 maybe.
Andrew 1 listens a lot.
Maybe A1 Sauce tipped her off.
I don't think she got tipped off. I just think she decided to listen.
She just happened to listen to this one out of the last.
Well, she doesn't have
12.
to comment. I mean, not like anyone has to comment.
No, agreed.
The show.
Agreed.
Especially if they got a lot of bad feedback.
Yeah. It's like one of those things though, where you comment something just to like prove that you listened. You know what I mean? Like it's like next level pro. Like skip ahead 30 minutes, listen to something, comment about that, and then it's like you listen to the whole thing.
No,
I'm not saying that's what she did.
Not only though did Andrea listen, she kind of clapped back a bit because
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
So hold on. Okay. Before we move on to that, just back to my wife quick. So it actually worked out well for me because, we brought up our candies that we prefer on that show. And we had our little league, the end of fall ball celebration this past weekend on Saturday. And we got a bunch of candy. It's not going to get eaten all. So we put it in a big bucket and she brought it to the field. And she's purposely kept out the Twix and Rolos score.
Nice.
Because she listened.
Oh.
Yeah. Much appreciated.
That's great news.
It is great news.
I mean, the first time the Pinecast has ever been useful to someone.
Yes. Massively useful in this instance. For sure. But yeah,
yeah.
It was. So now Andrea, as you say, did clap back a bit here at us. So let's just break down this stuff. And she just said she had a Twix. All right. Shout out for Twix. Love that.
Love Twix.
I believe Werther's original soft chews are top 5 candy of all time. Those are so good. And I actually have here something that I think may be a little bit better. It's called, I don't even know how to say it. Goetz's, Goetzes. Do you know what they are?
Those look like the cowtail people.
This is like a cowtail, but chopped up. So it's like a single, almost like a soft Werther's. It's a cowtail chopped up. It's unbelievably good. Like if I got some of those, they would just be gone and I'd have a stomach ache.
Okay.
So shout out those. Now, she talks about bringing in the groceries. I think we have a little misunderstanding here. So you talked about
Mr. Stand-in.
Huh?
Yeah.
You talk about the duties a man has during the week in bringing in groceries. Why are you using plastic bags? They don't even hold anything. You're going to have more trips to the car if you don't go paper. Okay, let's talk about this. We live in the great state,
New York,
sometimes, of New York. And guess what? I cannot get at the grocery store. Can't.
They're banned.
Plastic bags.
They're banned.
They are banned. There is no plastic bags. You either need to bring your own bag, BYOB,
or buy paper.
Buy paper or buy like the reusable ones that are
right.
There.
Sure.
But if I'm going to like the local food town or whatever, where it's just like get the necessities, maybe I usually have a bag in the car and the stuff will fit in there. It's not a big deal. Like everything in one shot, no problem. I'm talking about like the BJ's trips or the Costco trips where there are no bags, right? Mm-hmm. This stuff doesn't go in any bag. Most of it's like the giant size stuff, like, right? So those are the ones that I'm talking about for this. So you got like a case of water, you got a big case of pasta, you got applesauce, like all this stuff. And you're just, you're scientifically trying to get it into your arms without using any bags and get it in the door as quick as possible. And the plastic I was talking about was like those applesauce specifically that I get is like 3 16 ounces or 32, whatever size they are.
Yeah.
And they're all adjoined by a hard plastic at the top that you have to pull the thing out of. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So like snapping that through your pinky or your ring finger and carrying it like that doesn't quite hurt at first. But by the time you're up the stairs and ready to put it down, you're ready to put it down like quickly.
Yeah. And I'm sure I've made when I've got the paper bags, I always try as much as I can. And sometimes it rips. I didn't get there.
Yeah. But absolutely.
And then it takes longer to pick everything else up or whatever and get it in. But that's the risk. That's the risk you play when you play that game. I use the reusable bags, and I don't get too much, so I try to get it all in one. Sometimes the stuff's so big, I have I also have like a big IKEA bag, and I'll just
Oh.
throw the bags in the bags,
Yeah.
or if anything is loose, just have one fucking heavy motherfucker and take that in.
You have to be careful with those though, because if you're trusting a handle on one of those, especially a paper bag, those handles are gonna rip. Like if you're going
for
paper,
sure.
you gotta like
You gotta
hold
be
it like a
underneath.
baby. Yeah.
Yep. And sometimes it gets out of hand when you try for as many, but
Oh yeah.
I mean, as humans, we're always striving to make the next leap, and we always want the better time, right?
Yep.
So I don't know where she's going with all that.
I think she's just calling us out,
Sure.
And then she mentions that, before, like one thing that we should have called out that we missed was the civic duty for the cart corral. And now this I completely agree with, because we return our carts. And if we're like the kid, like especially Bryce, I showed him one time, I was like, all right, watch this, and shoot it across the parking lot, aiming for the thing, and it goes in. So now every time we get there, he wants to like long distance trick shot the cart into the corral.
Yeah.
And it works. But now that's usually with like the smaller stores. BJ's, those things are always so full. Anytime you park next to it, it's like these things are like halfway into the row of driving. So you can't really play that game there. But I tend, just like my next level of thinking, I tend to park right next to the corrals to boom, put them right in, gone.
Just return them.
I have seen this guy occasionally on Twitter or X, and he just like, if somebody doesn't put the cart in the corral, he goes and gets it and puts it right behind them so they can't leave. That's aggressive, but I find that's kind of funny.
Yeah, I think she's referencing cart narcs.
Yeah, I'm not sure I know what that is.
That's videos of people confronting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, same kind of thing. Now, have you ever tried to take the handheld? Sometimes you go into the store and you don't need a cart, you just need a little handheld back.
Oh, yeah. It's weird. Most of them have them, but some of them don't, and it's cart or nothing. So in that case, then I just put everything into my bag, which I feel awkward with. But I also feel awkward. Here's the other thing too. I also feel awkward with the grocery bags, the ones you buy, right? The reusable. They last longer.
Yep.
I feel awkward a lot of times bringing them into the store that I got them from, because
they might
think that exactly, and that would just kill me. So I always make a point to have a bunch of them so I can take one that's not of the store. It's like you don't wear the band shirt that you're going to, right? If you're going to another grocery store, use a different grocery bag than
next level thinking.
It just avoids any confusion. Like, oh, that's a clean looking thing. Why? Because I don't keep my bags clean and proper? You think I stole this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if anyone else has that issue, but yeah.
So then she continues, and she
continues
on your case here. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The Topo Chico, it wasn't a 12-pack, Mags.
Oh.
It was a case.
Oh.
And now
can I issue an apology?
Please do.
We haven't done this in a while. We used to be famous for this, but Andrea's friend, and Andrea, I am sorry that I misrepresented the Topo Chico case as a 12-pack.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be allowed. So I apologize. Please accept my apology. So just let's get that out there.
No, she does throw out some falsities here, though. A case of beverages is a quantity of 24. That is not always true.
Okay.
I actually work in the wine world, and the majority of the time, a case is 12. Could be 6, could be 24, but the majority of the time, you're looking at 12. So
they're usually even numbers. I know that.
Yeah. All right, and finally, her last little poke was, how many trick-or-treaters did Magnum get?
I think it's between 15 or 20 to 20.
Guess how many we got?
How many?
0.
Bullshit. In your neighborhood?
0. Dude, nobody...
What?
It's crazy. So around here, everybody goes to specific areas to trick-or-treat. this is not an area they go to, because
I would think your area is a nice area to trick or treat.
it's only a street with 14 houses. So it's more, and they're not very close together. I mean, they're kind of close together, but mostly, like, we go to an area. The street is much longer. They probably hit 30 or 40 houses, more neighborhood type areas where the houses are right next to each other, especially like Croton. So they go trick or treating there, like, a lot. But yeah, nobody comes here. The first year we came here, we had a bunch of candy, and we had the kids from across the street came over, and that was it. Nobody else.
Wow.
And since then, nobody trick or treats. Like, not even the kids on this street trick or treat on this street. They all go somewhere else. Yeah.
Wow.
So were you able to successfully give away the candies that you had no interest in?
No, I mean, I had a bunch left over, but I know everyone's like on the edge of their seat, but I bought the candy like a week ahead of time, so I had a good selection.
Yeah.
And I got the multi-pack so I could siphon that stuff out. But the nerd stuff got destroyed. There was a little left of the nerd stuff, but I don't know what to say, because it's like, I don't know how many people are coming, so it's like whatever they take. Right. I'm not I'm not
policing this. Yeah.
Right. So one person will only want one. I had a kid last year I was like, you could have a couple. No, I'm good with one. Okay. Weird. But but yeah, a lot of the I think I got, I don't know if I think I did share it. Did you see the picture? The paydays and the milk duds, a couple of milk duds. Ugh. I mean, there was Rolos in like that mix. So like no Rolo went out to any kid.
Nice.
Or any Take 5.
Smart.
So yeah, I took that out, and the nerds, there was just so much of them, but a lot of those went. So I was surprised. I'll take it. Yeah.
All right. And then just one last point, you already made an apology. I think we might need to apologize to Andrea.
Okay.
Just because I know that she was promoting us to Crypto Megan, and Crypto Megan responded saying that she was going to listen to last week's episode, and there is no evidence that was done.
I think she did.
She just ran. Yeah.
I think she ran. And rightfully so, wisely so.
No, so it's just apologize to Andrea for going out on a limb for us there, and hey,
no,
ruin her credibility with Crypto Megan.
No, I just think we're not, we're very
niche.
Yeah.
Did you? We put on an offer there at the end of last week for a costume pick.
Nothing.
Well, there was one. Kind of.
There was?
Jason Dorks chimed in.
Oh. Jason Dorks. It seems like the guy comes up every other episode.
I mean,
yeah. Jason, contact me or Popper.
Yep.
And
you win.
Jason's very secretive, so he's not gonna want it out there. So
no,
we might respect that.
All right, so let's do a little bit of NFT chatter here.
But you know what, though, too?
What?
Well, just to bring this full circle, Andrea did post a picture, a Halloween picture. I don't know if you saw this.
I did.
But not to...
No, she did.
Not that, which someone would know if they'd listened all the way through. Right?
Fact check.
So, just, that's weird, right?
Yeah. Bob's Burgers.
Okay.
But, yeah, so we had a couple of giveaways this week.
And we will be right back.
This week's episode is brought to you by Dr. Theta's Community Guardian Node. Theta's premier community guardian node where you can stake your Theta if you don't run your own guardian node. Best of all, 100% uptime so you do not miss any rewards, and 0 fees so you earn 100% of your T-Fuel. Trusted by Theta Labs, you can easily stake directly within your wallet. Simply go to the Staking tab, choose Delegated Guardian Node, and find Dr. Theta's Guardian Node. Quick, simple, reliable, and best of all, safe, as the coins never leave your wallet. Stake with the Doc today. This week's episode is brought to you by GuardiansOfTheta.com. offering 0% one-click Theta Guardian staking with random monthly token giveaways. Guardians also airdropped everyone staking with him an NFT that you're able to stake and earn T-Vibe. 100% uptime, 0 fees, random giveaways, what's not to love? Stop paying 4% and come join the fam with Guardians of Theta.
Papa Max, yeah. Papa Max. Papa Max Podcast. Papa Max Podcast.
Hey, what one came out, the Secret Pineapple, right? Came out like 4 p.m. on Halloween, and the entry time was until midnight.
Right.
What are you gonna do? But it said so. Win an exclusive Grove Series Gold Tier Desk Grove NFT. To celebrate Halloween, we're inviting all Grove Series fans to dive into the dark side of the Grove, channel your creativity, lore knowledge, and Halloween spirit for a chance to take home the legendary Desk Grove NFT. So basically, create a Halloween pineapple. And then it says winner selection. One winner will be selected based on creativity, engagement, and originality. Make your entry stand out to claim the Disc Grove. Must post a screenshot and spooky name of your design in the comment section. So, I mean, I went full max effort on this thing as soon as I saw it.
As did Simple.
Yeah. I went obviously Theta with the Theta AI and pulled up a headless pineapple man, posted it and gave him a name, and hey, done. Didn't get too much into create, hey, the creativity was there, the AI was creative.
I think you satisfied the requirements because
I think so too.
It looked like they just took everyone who submitted a wheel spin.
That's right, but that's not what it said, right?
That previous contest that they had for Grove Coin, remember that one? And it was like the 3 most liked stories. The person who won is a bot account.
Yeah.
And they won all that Grove, and they only posted 4 hours. They have like no followers, and they had the most likes. So just seems like a cool contest. Not enough time and follow, like it's kind of the follow through. But that pine was sick.
Oh yeah,
Destro.
Yeah.
Right. You watched G.I. Joe, right, when you were younger?
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful pine. It's just kind of crazy that it went from that to just like, oh, your name's on the wheel. I know others cared more than me because that actually gave me a chance to win. But
last year there was another thing. It was for banana, the Michael Jackson banana. Remember that?
Yep.
And it basically was the only one that bought stuff was me and Aragon. There was a couple other purchases. I think Jay Sanch might have purchased one, also a friend of the Pinecast. And Aragon, of course, won that. He's won like everything on the banana side.
Huh.
Not mad, just it's facts.
Yeah.
And then there was seems like the Grove is still doing some of this stuff because then Simple won the next day, right?
Yeah. So now there was another one. So it's like, what? It's like the Mexican part, right? Dia de los Muertos. Is that the?
That's how I would say it.
The Day of the Grove. So it was kind of the same thing. What I find funny here though is he shows the wheel spin, and on top there's a Target ad for new Zarbee's baby cough syrup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Sorry, been there.
That's it.
So yeah, but congrats to Simple and
Zarbee's.
In Zarbee's, yeah, free ad here. Look at you. And who won the first one? It was
I don't know. It seems like in one of our groups,
the Bear Pope.
Bear Pope.
Yeah.
Is that anything like this? Space Pope? No.
Space junk.
Yeah, I guess that guy's been in Pines for a little bit, I guess.
I recognize him. I don't think he's always been Mr. Cheerful about stuff, but
yeah, I guess the
fine.
Point was there was a story to develop with that thing, but that didn't really factor into anything.
No, not at all.
You could we just talked about Bear. You could do the bare minimum
Yeah.
and win.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I'm just saying,
Just saying.
it was cool, and it shouldn't have, I don't know, I wouldn't have given it to minimal effort, but then
Well,
again,
you only
I
had
didn't,
so long,
and
right? I mean,
right. Yeah. To put a tome out there, like imagine you put a whole tome out there of your character,
and then then you'd get thrown on a wheel spin.
Yeah.
With something like what I did.
Right.
It came out cool though. I really liked it.
Yeah.
But so there was also
Halloween.
What I'm hearing from you. Yeah. Halloween.
Well, there was another thing happened on Halloween.
Is that where I was going? I think.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead.
Rabbits? Is that where you were going?
No.
Oh, what? Tell me.
Simbies.
Oh yeah, I was going with the giveaways here.
Oh,
I guess
okay,
that
go
was a
ahead.
giveaway too.
Yeah. But let's go rabbits and then Simbies.
All right, yeah, let's go rabbits. It's kind of related to, there's a extended family there, right? Of some sort.
Sure.
So I'm not really familiar with what happened here, but I believe that somebody here won one, and that would be you.
Yeah,
so congratulations.
Thank you. Me and Char.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Zilly Award nominated.
I'm sorry. Zilly Award nominated. Char. We both won one of those rabbits. Fucking, I like the art. It's a smaller community. The artist is always doing giveaways like that. At least it seems like monthly. They have something. There was one, and I think they use. I guess they must be dynamic because there was one during. I think it was in May. There was a bunch of Star Wars ones, and you could basically put a lightsaber prop got into the NFT. So the rabbit was holding the lightsaber. Do you know what I mean? So you picked one of your rabbits to add a lightsaber to.
So it was on the actual NFT and made it into the metadata too?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. So I don't know if anyone knows it. So it's pretty cool. Very
cool. So what did that one entail? Did you have to create lore or do some kind of entry?
I think this one was just an entry. So a lot of times how they do it is if you have a bunny, it's verified on the Theta bot, right? And Theta Guard it's a Theta bot. So then there'll be one for giveaways. So they give away to people who are already in the community, and you just click it and then you get entered. And then you have so much time to do it. But then they do other ones too. I think they have another one right now. I might be wrong, but other ways they do it is they have tickets. So if you retweet one of their posts, you submit a ticket with a link to the post that you retweeted, and then you get entered. So yeah, he's got a nice Discord.
Sheesh, that one, the Char one, is creepy.
Yeah, yeah, it is. But I don't know. Those rabbits are the horde, the rabbit horde.
Yeah,
they're a little creepy anyway. But I kind of like it.
Yeah. You won by a hair.
Yeah. See, that was a pun.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Huh. But yeah, all right. So Halloween night, 9:00 p.m. Eastern time. There was a free drop on Theta Drop, and if you weren't ready for it immediately, you missed out. And guess what?
You missed out.
I missed out.
Out.
Yeah, painful.
Have you seen those secondaries, bro?
It's unbelievable. I'm pretty pissed off about it. But so dude, I log in at 9:04 or 9:05. Yeah. And there's only a few left, and I go to hit claim, and it brings me to log in. It makes me log into my account. So then I have to log in. Then I have to get the authenticator.
Right.
Yep. And then bang, by the time I'm back, closed.
And this one, I believe, you had to have a verified account to take place, I believe.
Well,
no, I'm saying,
no, that's good.
Not everyone. So sometimes
just having an account is not enough. It needs to
which
be
is
KYC.
great.
Yeah, absolutely. All should be.
Which will cut down on the one guy with 50,000 data accounts because his 40,000 family members also have accounts.
Yeah.
But dude. That's some bad luck right there. I mean, that happens occasionally.
Yeah.
Usually that's not when it happens, but
right. But I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, a free giveaway of 500, they go like hotcakes immediately. And now we're sitting with the cheapest opened one at $27 and the cheapest Crucible unopened pack, $58.74. Are you kidding me?
oh my God.
It's unbelievable. Is this good news? Like, are we coming back?
And
is this a bounce back moment?
I don't know. I don't know. I did. I don't, you're more plugged in to the Symbiverse than me, but is there? It felt like that there was supposed to be challenges that didn't get put through. Am I wrong?
I honestly, I have no idea. This is kind of a branch off that I'm not fully aware of.
Okay.
I mean, obviously the art on these things is wild and really cool. I know that
you did promote it on Papa Mags though.
Yeah. I mean, only what I knew and what was available on Discord. I had no insider info on that one. But yeah, the whole the art on these things is wild,
Yeah.
It's really cool. But here's what I don't get, right? So you got a free pack giveaway with the floor of the opened ones is $27. And then you got the Fuse Guardians who sold for $188 in the cryo chamber and the floor is $33. I don't get it.
People like new.
They like new, but and
it was free,
it was free. Yes, it was. If you got one for free, that's great. But people are paying premium for these to collect them all. Like this is going back to like
premium.
Yeah. This is going back to the whole thing of me. I think we've said this before. Like some of the stuff you're giving it when it's given away for free. I think people put too much of a premium on this stuff. I said it about the RS2s, some of these tokens. I mean, the tokens, we know what their value is.
Yeah. And just side note, but also kind of on that note, I think last week Theta drop, they had this other thing for these ghosts or something.
Yes.
But once again, bronze VIPs weren't given anything. I think you needed a crystal or a shard or fucking whatever it is now to do it. So it's not like you already had to have it. It had to be, I assume, silver and gold. Silver and gold. That they just got it. Am I wrong? Fact check me, please.
No, but there was one other way to get it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what it was? Yeah, on Twitter.
There was some kind of interaction on the X, I think.
Yeah, you had to use the AI to, create something and then just plop it in there with your username. So I did that and I got one and I'm just looking now and it appears to have sold. So how you doing?
Nice.
Sold Ghost Pack, 252.5 T fuel. That's almost enough to have bought a pineapple container on the drop. Riddle me that.
Yeah. Oh man. But I mean, so I guess, you can't be that upset. I got Ivory's drop. You got the Ghost drop, same, right?
Yeah, sure. I got, yeah.
They're both spooky.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's only one of those two that you actually want to have in your wallet at any given point. So that's not the one I have. But it does, I mean,
Is there other utility with Ivories?
Well, from the sounds of it, it sounded like it was like early access to other stuff, and there was going to be some benefits within the Syndicate X ecosystem. What those are, I'm not sure. I believe he said that there's 7 different types of them, and they all provide different levels of utility access. It sounded like mostly it was like early access.
Okay.
So I'm not 100% sure, but again, I just don't understand. Like he even said it in his Discord. post about it, thanking everybody for getting this sold out quick. And obviously, it's nice to see a little bit of excitement on Theta Drop with these things. They were going a mile a minute, right?
Yeah.
Which brought back old time memories. But it just, in that same breath, he also said that Fuse Wars continues to be the main focus. So the fact that these freebies are going for 27, but the cheapest Guardian is going for 33, I don't know. I mean, obviously, when you put them side by side, the art is unmistakably better for the We Are symbiotes. I don't think anybody will argue that. It's just much cooler.
Unmistakably?
Unmistakably? Whatever.
Okay.
Did I make up a new word? Maybe I did.
I think you did, but I'm the wrong person to judge that.
Well, you would know how to spell it, though.
No, I wouldn't know how to do that.
So, yeah, no. But yeah, no, it's nice to see a little bit of energy around this place,
Yeah, on a free drop, no less. Crazy.
Yep. All right. So let's just, I know we're not a sports cast here, but I got a question for you because I caught the end of the Patriots game, your beloved New England Patriots.
The end of the game or the end of regulation?
The end of regulation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the end of the game, like into overtime.
Yeah.
So New England's down by 7 with time running out. Literally, like I believe time ran out during the play.
It did. Yep.
And they get a touchdown, right?
Yep.
Puts them down by 1 on the road. And they kick the extra point to go to overtime. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. I mean, what do they say? They say gopher, right? I don't know.
It's the strangest thing because now there's this new thing. When you're down by 14 and you score a touchdown, everybody says to go for 2 because your chances of getting a 2-point conversion
are right. Your chances that you're going to get at least one of them in 2 attempts, and if you get it on the first attempt,
right,
then you're going to be 1 point ahead because you're going to do the field goal next time.
Right.
Yeah.
So now if you apply that to this situation, then it would seem like your better odds are to just go for 2. Because if the likeliness is you get it 1 out of 2 times or better, right, then your weighted points on that thing is more than 1. Even if it's like 1.1 on average, it's still a better odds than kicking the extra point and going into overtime, which Tennessee got the ball, and it was Tennessee, right?
Yeah,
they got the ball and went down and kicked the field goal and ended up winning by 3.
Yeah, a lot can happen. Did you see any of the Philly game?
I only saw my old boy Saquon.
Oh my God,
who I used to really appreciate, who I don't anymore. No, I'm just kidding. The guy's awesome, and he's such a good guy too. He really is. The reverse hurdle, unbelievable.
After the fucking video game juke.
Yeah, you're right. It went from
spun himself around
exactly into a reverse. Yeah, it's like he had eyes in the back of his head. Him in general, like he had a chance to take over, like to break his high rushing in a game.
Yeah,
and he's like, nah, let the young guys go. Like I'm good, just let them have their time. So he's a good guy. I wish he hadn't gone to Philly, like of all places, Philly. But what are you gonna do?
That was nuts. The reason why I brought that up though was their coach kept trying to be too aggressive, and so basically they kicked a field goal, but there was a penalty. So they got to go to the 1-yard line and say, "Oh, we're going to go for 2," and they stopped the tush push.
Are you serious?
Yo, no, swear to God. So then it would have been 17 point. It would have been 17 to nothing or something, or I think it would have been like 17 to nothing if they kept that extra point. It went through, it was fine. So then now all of a sudden they didn't get it, and now it's 16. So it went from a 3-possession game to a 2-possession game. So then on the next one, they fucking their next touchdown, they did it again, and they got stopped with the tush push again. They stopped them at least twice. Then they didn't take field goals when they went for it on 4th and 1. Got shut down again. So I don't know. They lost at least 7 points by doing dumb stuff like that. I think you, especially so early, you keep those points. Now they wound up winning, but
Yeah.
there was a chance that the Jags are going to come down and win it. So, just real stupid. But
Yeah.
I think that's end of Sports Corner.
Yeah, and let's head right into our sponsor.
This is the late POG Corner.
It is. This is like a POG bookend. But
hopefully they stayed around, or maybe they just fast forwarded.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But there was some news. So I actually got Mondayed to the extreme this past week on POGs because I had been going on the POG Hub and just kind of gathering.
Check the community.
Huh?
Okay, no, go ahead.
And just kind of gathering the packs, right? And not really opening them, just making sure that I qualify for them, that I collect them. And I went through and opened them all. I had like 80 of each and then 80 of the master pack.
Mm-hmm.
And I went through one by one and opened them. And then the next day they come out with this, you can open as many packs as you want in one click. You saw that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was a lot of clicking and scrolling that was done on my part that if I had just waited 24 hours, would have been negated. So cheers.
Well, yeah, everyone's raving about that.
It's great. I love it.
In a good way.
Yeah. No, it's great. But yeah, I wish I would have just waited a day later, but what are you going to do? I sat here, I believe, I was watching something and just clicking away, click, click, click. But
yeah,
but that in other better news, I noticed a picture that you had with a bunch of hobby boxes and some pogs.
Yeah, my case came on the first.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was cool. If you look at the breakdown of the hobby boxes, like in the probabilities or whatever, so basically if you get a case, you're basically like guaranteed 2 metal slammers and a gold slammer.
Oh.
The 22 karat gold
plated.
Whatever. Yeah, plated.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then they have these gold ones that are 1 of 99. I think there's 15 different sets though, because I got one of these gold ones that there's only 99 of them, and I got that in one of those boxes. So here's the deal though. I figured I weighed all the boxes on my scale.
Ooh.
And I identified the 2 metal slammers and the gold slammer. So I was like, oh wow, I got them. I got one of the 1 of 99 gold pogs, and of course I put that in Kyler's face, and so I was like, oh wow, what else there? Then I saw that there was another slammer that was just like the regular slammers we have, but it came with a code. Someone posted it, so I was like, "Oh crap!" Now I have to go through that because I was gonna hold on to the 9 because I already waited and took the winners out, as it were, right? You catch my drift, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, I wound up opening 3 more because 2 of them I got a poster, and the other one I got the one with the code that I redeemed at POG Digital. The launch pad. Sorry, as I was.
Yeah.
And so I got a special POG from the Hobby Box Digital in my collection now. So, yeah, the art's fantastic, and what you like, it's sealed. It has shrink wrap sealed now. Which is great. The better option, but I mean, POG's still growing, I think, is to have like a POG logos around the shrink wrap. So, you know what I mean? So like someone else couldn't just shrink wrap it, but I'm nitpicking at this point. But yeah, Brent's artwork, fantastic. And so they have these green pogs backs that are individually numbered, green, red, and gold. I think there's 450 of the red, but I think there's 15 sets. There's 7.99 maybe of the green ones, and there's one of 99 of the gold. And somehow I got a gold one in there and just stopped. So I got 6. I'm going to keep those sealed, and now I'm free rolling.
He shoots, he scores.
Yeah, finally a win for Team Ags.
For the good guy.
Yeah, and me too. So there was that, and then the Coca-Cola came. So we got some count off. We got to take these guys off a couple count ups.
Yeah.
Did you get any? Did you get your Coca-Cola?
It might be in the mailbox. I've had quite a weekend. So I haven't made it out to the mailbox. I also probably have only slept about, I'd say 4 hours since Friday night. But yeah.
Oh,
that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Which is part of the reason why we're recording here on Monday. And as we're doing so, there's activities going on in the house here.
Ruin.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Do you have anything else?
Oh, no, yeah, go. Go.
Now, this is a question I missed some POG spaces. So maybe, I don't know if I think I might be SOL, but the Launchpad POGs that I have, I have my Tigons and the Go for Launch ones, right?
Yeah.
And the new one that I got from the box with the redeemable code, that one doesn't link up, even though I have the same email on my POG account. There's the POG Arcade wallet is a different wallet.
Oh, really?
So I don't have access to claim Go for Launch.
There's a claim drop available right now on POG Digital.
Oh, is there?
No, but mine doesn't show up either. But I was just actually going into the Discord because this is actually big news to me. And I love it. They've chosen to redirect 200 million POG coin from the Theta validator nodes to the founding POG holders on Solana. How you doing?
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, staking is going up. Love it. And the validators and enterprise validators that do absolutely nothing to deserve POG coin are not getting any. So bravo. I love it. It makes you wonder if it's related to some of the stuff that's been happening lately, which probably is, but what are you going to do? So yeah, we win. The people that invest in the projects get the W on this. So I think that's awesome.
So it's funny. This is the biggest news. This should be the biggest news. And Kyler asked me about it on Friday. And I was like, oh, this is fucking great news for what you're stating, because I'm like, what are the validators even doing
they don't do nothing
to validate this. I think he said that there's something maybe in the works that they'll do down the line, but the keeping that invest in that in the founded POGs is the right way to go, I think. And so so Kyler made this step. Maybe Grove will do something similar.
That would be smart, in my opinion. Why?
Right?
I mean, if anything, it should be a tiny piece. Like and we've said it before. It's like you already have communities, right? Support them. Don't support the people that didn't support you. It's stupid. They're just going to get these coins that they don't care about and dump them on you. Meanwhile, the people that actually want them, you're not going to give them to. I got to wrap this up because there is some serious activity going on here.
Real quick.
To take care of.
Yes. So real quick, I said if any of the validators have issues, take it up with wallet number 1.
That's right.
That was my point.
And if you're here for the secret code, I say we go with redirect.
Ooh, can you spell that?
That's a capital REDIRECT. And on that note, I gotta run because we got stuff happening all over the place. It's been a ridiculous day.
All right, man.
All right.
All right. Take care.
All right. We'll see you guys on the boards.
You have been listening to the Pops and Mags Pinecast. Music provided by Sushi Cat. Like what you hear? Send that cat a very nicely worded compliment on Twitter at JustAddSpam. Pops and Mags is a Scumbag Hat production
in association with Pam's Day Spa.